So you have stepped into the unschooling journey. Congratulations. It is the most empowering step that a parent can take in his life to empower their child, to make their child curious, confident, and self directed learners. But here's the truth. There are some common mistakes that even a well-intended unschooling parent can make. They can falter into. But the question is how to avoid this. In this video, I will talk about what are the 5 common mistakes that an unschooling parent can make and how to avoid it so as to raise self-directed and innovative learners. So let us first talk about what is unschooling and how is it different from homeschooling. Unschooling is something you are following your child. It is something that you follow the child interest, you follow their needs and what they want to learn by providing the rich learning environment versus the homeschooling. This is particularly more like school at home. It is more of a structured, you want particular outcome from it. You want child to read or write at some particular age. You are just following some worksheets, you are following everything that a school follows, assignments, homework and everything of that sort. You are directing, you are telling them to do it and then they are doing it. It is not that is coming from inside the child. So first thing is recreating home at school. You are doing everything that a child is doing. And why is it happening? It is happening because we are basically wired in that particular way. We have certain beliefs and systems that we have gone through and we want child to go through the same frameworks and systems and things because we think that it is the only form of learning. So when you are doing this, so what is happening with this? You are expecting kids to sit and complete work like in class, feeling anxious that if childs do not finish something on the daily basis, they will fall behind. And treating home like a mini classroom, you are comparing your children to the other children who are in the same class. And it happens naturally. It is nothing like you are doing it unintentionally, but it is very much necessary to create a flexible and experience rich environment at home because everything that is happening around us, that is happening in our daily life, is a form of learning. When you provide the experience rich environment, they will come to know that what they like and you can observe and then you can tell that yes, this is the thing that they can explore more into and they will ask you questions accordingly. So the solution is to provide experience rich environment at home. Second is not trusting the child's curiosity. Sometimes we assume that the children are lazy if they are not doing good. We want them to follow a particular rhythm and routine. But this is not the thing. We dismiss their interest as something not useful. Your child may be interested in cars, your child may be interested in video games, your child may be interested in something like Barbie dolls, but we dismiss these interests. But these are the really the markers for what actually your child is curious about. You are just jumping in too fast with explanations and you don't let the child try. Because when we give the child solution, we kill their own capability to think and do things on their own. That is one thing that we are wired because we are always told to rote learning, to do exactly what the teacher is telling in the class. You have to write those particular answers only and not discover something on their own. So its solution is that trust the natural desire to explore and figuring things out. Let them explore and figure things out. Let them falter. Let them learn from their own mistakes. Let them make their own conclusion. Let them solve problem on their own. And then they will feel much more empowered and they will develop a self-belief and self-trust in themselves. Third is controlling the learning path. You are there to choose the topics and books that you think are important for the child. Can he not choose the topics for himself? That is what is all happening. You are turning everything into a lesson because you want, okay, fine, I want to teach my child numbers or some reading concepts and or science concepts. What you can do is you can ask them questions. You can ask them questions, open-ended questions, that okay, what will happen when you will do this? You can make them to think rather than you telling them, okay, fine, this is the thing that they have to learn. No, you can use inquiry based learning, support their questions and wonder, because wonder is origin of curiosity, that is origin of inquiry, that is origin of exploration. So when you let go of the learning path, there actually the learning actually starts happening. You fear the gaps and falling behind, worrying that if they don't know what will happen, if they don't know, they will lag behind other children. You actually trying to fix gap, that it will happen eventually. Learning is not a one day process. Remember the time when you learned car. Remember the time when you learned to make, when you started learning new things. It is not that the first day you set foot on the pedestal and you start running the car. You started it steady and slow. Then you became confident. Okay, now I can talk and easily drive as well. When you learned cycling, your parents supported you. They caught you from behind. You were so conscious before even start cycling. But after you tried so many things, you were supported. Then you learned cycle on your own. It will take time. It will take efforts to figure out for the child. Focus on the life skills. They are thinking and confidence over coverage. Because when the child will be more confident in himself, he can cover anything in his life. He will be fearless yet compassionate towards himself and others. He will respect himself, and so for that, you have to respect their feelings and trust in the learning path. You have to just provide that sort of environment to them. And the fourth point is that doing it alone, isolating them without support or feedback. It is not that they will know everything by their own. They require your nudge, your push, and your pull. Definitely, your support. And that is, you have to provide support. And also, you don't have to do everything by your own, assuming that you know everything or you don't know anything. The both the ends are very dangerous. Thinking that you know everything, you will think that okay, my child doesn't need to go to anyone to learn. And if you think that I don't know anything, that is not also the point. That is not also the truth, because you have experience of so many years of learning so many things from the people, observing people and doing things. So you have experience, you have knowledge, but you don't have the complete knowledge. It's okay to outsource the learnings if you don't know everything about one topic. So ignoring your own self-care. Sometimes parents do, okay, fine, I have to be dedicated 100% all the time for the child in the unschooling or homeschooling journey. No, that is not the case. When you fill your own cup, when you care about yourself, your own feelings, your own emotions, what all your body is trying to signal you, what exactly you are feeling, how much energy level you have, you can map it, and then on accordingly, you can provide support and structure to the child. So, yes, and missing chances for collaborating learning. With this, what will happen that you can miss the chances for collaborative learning. Instead, when you let the child learn from others, they can collaborate, they can socialize, they can be what they want to be, and you can also be what you are actually feeling at this particular moment. It's okay to not to be perfect all the time. That's fine. And to be imperfect. Even if sometimes your conditions of home are not that good, that's okay. To do the minimum of the things, not the everything, whatever you intended or planned to, or whatever you think that it should look like. No. So empowered. So in this, what you may require that you may see the homeschooling community around you, the unschooling community around you. You will get, or even the Facebook groups are there. So you can get the feedback, you can get the support from there, that what exactly you can do in that case. So this is the point, that you need not do everything alone, and you need not even let the child or alone do everything, letting him figure out what will happen with that, that he will be emotionally, he will think that nobody is available for me, and he will be emotionally unavailable to you, and you will be emotionally available to your child. With that, your connection can suffer. But if you focus on connection, That's where everything starts. So, yes, here comes the end that the five mistakes that the most new unschooling parents do is not trusting the child's curiosity, recreating school at home, and controlling the learning path, fearing gaps and falling behind, doing it alone. So, for that, what you can do is trust the child's natural desire to explore and figure things out. Two, instead of not trusting the child's curiosity, create a flexible, experience rich environment so that they can learn through life wherever you go, however you go, whatever you do. That is a extreme rich learning opportunity for your child. And you cannot control the child learning path, but you can use inquiry based learning, support their questions, support their wonder, appreciate that, and immerse yourself in that. And that is the best way to not to control the learning path, but letting it flow by itself. And focus on life skills, thinking skills, confidence over coverage, because it will the topics will cover by itself. Even if you start, even if a child choose one topic or he choose multiple topic, everything is linked to it. Let's suppose a cars is there, so everything is linked to car. Maths is linked to car. The child can be master on making cars, or the mathematics is connected to it. Science is connected to it. History is connected to it. Literature is connected to it. So everything is connected to one topic. You have to just follow the child's passion. And last but not the least, you have seek support from other mentors for a child so that they can emerge to be a successful and curious, confident and learner and be a lifelong learner. And it's even okay that you are not able to the system and that you followed in your school. It will take time to unlearn those beliefs and those systems. That's completely all right. It will not happen in a day. And also that you are not behind, you are just ahead of the curve. It is actually the natural way of learning. Unschooling is actually how every human being learn. You might have observed your child and how you learned after you left the school. It is the natural way of learning. And it is not about finishing subjects, but it is raising confident learners. Follow the spark and protect the joy. If you want to know more about the unschooling, you can join my webinar, The Curiosity Spark: How to Ignite Genuine Wonder in Your Child, to unlock the simple mindset shifts and everyday strategies to turn your child's question into deep, joyful learning moments. You can type in the comments box, what's your biggest challenge with unschooling? And stay curious because your child already is. We will meet in the next video.